Stradler, where are you? Get back in your cubicle. I'm not paying you to uncubicle yourself.
So I was just wandering by, and Sharon,
Yes.
from the Phoenix Ramblers,
Yep.
was sitting outside. So I coerced her into showing us their beautiful rig, which is, what year is it?
A 1970 Holiday Rambler.
A 1970 Holiday Rambler. That's amazing. So you and Bob, your husband, totally rebuilt her from...
Yeah, from the skin. We took everything out. We gutted the whole thing right down to the skin and started from scratch.
And you have videos of all that
Yes.
online as well, right?
Yes.
You definitely have to check that out. I do remember looking at them quite a while back when I was rebuilding my little one and just shaking my head going, no way. The
Yeah,
desk
it
I
was
put
a
in mine
lot.
was enough. That was, yeah,
Took us 2 years.
that's amazing. And professionally painted, or?
We have a professional painter, sprayer, and my husband did it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So from the ground up, totally rebuilt.
Yes.
Now did you keep as many things original as possible, or you just kind of built it for you guys?
Just the outside.
Okay.
The inside is totally us because we wanted it like we wanted
Yeah.
it instead of,
Yeah, I totally understand that. Like I said, the little one I did I just made it work for me. But yeah, no, it's beautiful. You mind showing us inside?
No problem. Come on in. Let's see if we can get some light here.
Well, you're keeping it cool with the curtains closed.
It's kind of cloudy, so I'll just open up some windows. There we go.
Wow. This is amazing.
Yep, we had to rip everything out because it had the fiberboard in it from the 70s. And it had been setting for a long time, and so it had mice and fire ants and anything and everything you could think of was in here, and it stunk to high heavens. And so my son and his wife helped us out because the two of us, we couldn't do anything because we were both sick, but they did all the demolition and everything for us and helped us. My son helped us with the bedroom coming up to the bathroom, and then he had to leave for a job, so
Okay.
we only had him for half of the job.
Yeah.
But he helped us out a lot, and then we got well enough that we could finish the rest of it.
So I know it's probably personal, but can I ask what you guys were dealing with at the time?
My husband had prostate cancer, and I had degenerative disc. I had from 3 to 6. Yeah, so I got a plate in my neck, but
Wow.
at least I'm walking around.
But you're
now.
doing well now.
Oh yes, we're both doing very well.
That's good to hear.
So yeah, he built all the cabinets, and he had never done carpentry work before.
I know that feeling.
And he had never done carpentry work before, so this was all new to us, and it was a learning curve. But he did an excellent job.
I agree. It's amazing in here.
And the finish on the countertops and the table, it's called bar glaze,
Okay.
and it's like putting 80 layers of polyurethane on all at once.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's so cool. And of course, everything, there's storage everywhere.
Yeah, under your seats and
Under the seats, in the footstool,
up
up there. Yeah. So we
So one thing I noticed when I built what I built in my little old one, and I'm noticing it in here that you guys don't seem to have, is I tried to build it, and like I don't really know how to build things, professionally by any means.
right.
I had about as
that get into this don't.
But I noticed that you guys kind of built it and trimmed it like you would a house.
Exactly. Well, the whole purpose of it was when I drug it home for $400. Yeah. My son went with me when we found it, and we didn't even have the right ball on the truck. but we drug it home with the rubber coming off the tires and the back end of it trying to fall off.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, it was a mess. And so when I brought it home, my husband goes, "Oh my God, what have you done?" Because he says, I don't think we can deal with this. And I'm like, yeah, we can do it. We can make this work. And our daughter-in-law, it was sitting in the backyard for a while before anybody even touched it. And so let me show you. She painted this.
Oh, cool.
And we were like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. Because we liked the way that looked. And so we're like, well, let's not scrap, because we were going to scrap the top of it and build a tiny house.
Okay.
And then we got to researching, and you can't take a tiny house just anywhere. You can't take them into parks, and you can't even take them into national parks. I don't think most people know that. So we're like, okay, let's keep the outside original as much as we can, and build the tiny house inside. And so
which you have done.
Yeah, that's what we
amazingly.
So,
wow, this is beautiful. This is like a house.
Yeah. So we got house wiring in it, house plumbing. So it is just like a house.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And this is the storage up here. That's our clothing. And of course we got storage under the bed. And this is his side. He's got his clothes over here. And I tell everybody, when you live this lifestyle, a woman only needs 2 dresses. One for a funeral, one for a wedding, and 1 pair of shoes to match both dresses. So I don't have any hanging clothes.
And that's a good minimalist outlook, for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, we...
So I have to ask, because when I lived in Vancouver and was in an apartment, I collected a lot of things.
Right. Yeah, we had to get rid of a lot.
So when you pack up to go, all this stuff has to come down, I'm assuming? And
no, the baskets, all that stays up there.
Yeah.
I leaned the lamp over on the table. I put the printer over here, and this used to be Velcroed down.
Okay.
The printer, but we've been climbing some higher hills here than back home, and I was scared it would fall on the floor. But that goes on the bed. My photo printer here goes on the bed, and the sign goes on the bed, but everything else lays down.
So it's not too bad.
No,
yeah.
It takes me less than 45 minutes to get ready to go, and that's everything in the kitchen and in here.
Wow. Yeah.
So yeah,
You're not doing too bad. No, I'm just amazed. Like, it must have been my old trailer too. I had a lot of flexing. So the desk that I built in the front, the trim, and I did the
right.
trim, and then like the nice filler in the crack kind of
right.
thing made it look nice and
right.
neat. But then it was starting to kind of come apart, and I'm thinking maybe just the frame was flexing. It was older, and
maybe this thing rides down the road like a Cadillac.
Yeah.
You can't even tell sometimes. Well, it depends. Now, if we're climbing a big hill, you can tell.
Well, yeah.
But other than that, it's it rides
And
really smooth.
Sorry, I didn't notice outside. What are you towing it with?
We're towing it with an F-250.
Okay.
Yeah, 4x4.
Yeah.
Yeah. For now. A new one's in the future. But that's
We all hope that there's a new one in our future.
Yeah.
Unless you have a trailer like this, then you don't need a new one. Because you're not going to find anything this cool.
This is the bathroom right here. Lots of thought went into that.
Wow.
Well, what we did is we had already done the plumbing and did the subfloors and everything. And my husband is a big man. He's
Yes, I noticed that, actually.
Yeah, he's 6'2", and he weighs a good 230 pounds or so. Yes. And the man was in the Navy. Come on.
Okay. Well,
but
that explains
we
it.
We placed the toilet, and I took painter's tape and made where I wanted the walls to be to make sure he could get up and down with the door closed.
Unreal.
Yeah. And we have a big pantry here. so we can stay out
Holy smokes.
for a long time and not have to go into town or whatever. Because there's one grocery store here.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we got these little LED.
Just the battery ones that you pop on. Awesome.
Right.
Now, you don't see this very often.
A washer and dryer?
Yeah.
No, you don't. But when we're hooked up, that's what we do. After 14 days, I know that's a long time not to wash laundry, but it works for us.
Yeah.
And after this, we'll go into a park, we'll hook up, we'll do all of our laundry, and we'll start all over again.
Awesome.
So, yeah. So, and we just love this lifestyle. We do.
Yeah.
We have spent very little money in the last month on RV
Like parks.
campgrounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hookups and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
We're pretty much full-timing it at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, full-time boondocking at this point.
Right. Right.
We have solar on the roof, and then, just doing the...
We're hoping to do that in the future. That's on the agenda for this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
it'd be a shame almost to...
Oh, we're not going to put it on here.
Yeah.
No. No. We're
Just
gonna
something
get
you can deploy.
We're going to get
Yeah.
portable ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
So,
Because you wouldn't want to mess up the
Honda generator.
profile of this beautiful...
Yeah, we thought about putting the flexible solar on the top because you can't hardly see it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we may not.
Yeah, that might not be an option. It's getting... It seems to be getting cheaper.
And much easier to install.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so complicated anymore. So
Yeah, you don't want to be drilling a bunch of holes.
No. But yeah, we have all the modern conveniences in here, and yeah. It's just our little apartment rolling down the road.
I'm going to give a little shout out to my mother, who's passed away, but she would love it in here. She was an interior decorator, and
me too.
I kind of inherited some of that, so I'm just kind of looking around going, yep, she would love it in here.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what I did for 20 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Sharon, so much
Thank you.
for showing us around.
All right.
All right. So I just wanted to say a quick thank you to Sharon and Bobby for showing me their amazingly beautiful trailer. That was really cool of her to do a little impromptu walkthrough as I was walking by, and we hope to run into them on the road again somewhere soon. And that's about it from RTR today. So I'm just going to sign off. Good night.
It's like working with a monkey.